வியூவர்ஸ், என்னோட வீடியோஸ் பிடிச்சிருந்தால் லைக் பண்ணுங்கள். இது வரைக்கும் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதவங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். ரைட் சைடில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பெல் பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்கள். நீங்கள் கொடுக்குற ஒவ்வொரு லைக்ஸும் நான் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் அப்லோட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு மோட்டிவேட்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ லைக், ஷேர், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் அண்ட் கமெண்ட் மை வீடியோ. Hi viewers, our today's topic is Class 8, Unit 3, Understanding Secularism. What is secularism? Secularism is the belief that no one should be discriminated on the basis of religion, that is, மதச்சார்பற்ற. Now let us start our class with the learning objectives. To understand the meaning of secularism, to know the importance of secularism, to develop the appreciation of the rights guaranteed in the Constitution, to analyze the importance of secular education, to discuss the constitutional provisions related to secularism. Introduction. As we all know that our motherland India is a land of multi-religious faith and multicultural beliefs. India is the birthplace of four major religions, namely Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism. Even though the people of our country differ in their religions and beliefs, we have been living peacefully for a long time. Concept of secularism. It aims at creating a society in which people of different religious beliefs or people who do not belong to any religion can live together in harmony and peace. Harmony means ஒற்றுமை. Leaders contributed to the spread of secularism in the various spheres of Indian society. They are Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The term secularism is derived from the Latin word seculum, meaning an age or the spirit of an age. George Jacob Holake, a British newspaper editor, coined the term secularism. Meaning of secularism. Secularism means an attitude, that is behavior, of tolerance towards other religions and peaceful coexistence of citizens belonging to different faiths. It is a policy of neutrality. Neutrality means நடுநிலை and equality, சமநிலை, by the states towards all religious communities. Secularism is the principle of separation of state and religion. That is, no state will interfere in the matters of religion and vice versa. According to their conscience, conscience means person's moral right or wrong, manasachi. Every citizen is free to propagate. Propagate means spread, practice and profess their faith. Objectives of secularism. That is, one religious group does not dominate another religious group. The members don't dominate other members of the same religious community. And the state does not enforce any specific religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. Characteristics of a secular state. First one, principle of liberty. Liberty means freedom. The state permits the freedom to practice any religion. Second, principle of equality, samanilai. The state does not give preference to any religion over another. All are treated equally. Principle of neutrality, nadunilai. The state remains neutral in religious matter. It will not support any particular religion. A secular state is one that it does not officially promote any one religion as country's religion. It gives every citizen the equal right to profess, practice and propagate any faith of their own choice. In a secular state, no one is given preferential treatment, that is munnurimai, on the basis of their religious practices and beliefs. All the citizens are eligible to enter government services irrespective of their religion. Here is an example that there should not be any religious instructions in educational institutions to follow a particular religion and no taxes to support any particular religion. Importance of secularism. The concept of secularism evolved in India as, that is, equal treatment of all religions. To maintain peace and harmony between people of various religious ideologies. It is a part of democracy which grants equal rights. The good example is the Mughal Emperor Akbar followed the policy of religious tolerance. His propagation of Din-i-Hila, divine faith, Deviga Nambikai, and Sulh-i-Kul, peace and harmony among religions, were advocated for religious tolerance. Now let us see about our constitution and secularism. Secularism is a part of our Indian constitution. The makers of our constitutions were aware that a strong and united nation could be built only when all sections of people had the freedom to practice their religion. So, secularism was important for the development of democracy in India. The word secularism was not mentioned in our constitution when it was adopted in the year 1950. The father of our constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Later on, in 1976, the word secular was incorporated in the preamble through the 42nd Amendment of the Indian Constitution. So, therefore, India is a sovereign, that is power to rule, socialist, secular, democratic, republic nation. Case study. In the case of Ratilal Panchand vs. State of Bombay in 1954, the Supreme Court pointed out that there is no state religion in India. The state will neither establish a religion of its own nor confer any special patronage upon any particular religion. The freedom of religion guaranteed under the Indian Constitution is not confined to its citizen alone, but it extends to alien also. Features of the Indian Constitution. The state will not identify or controlled by any religion. The state guarantees to all citizens the right to profess any religion of their own. The state will not give any preferential treatment on the basis of their religion. The state will not discriminate any person on the basis of his religious faith. Our Indian Constitution aims to create fraternity, brotherhood, sagodharatvam of the Indian people and give assurance the dignity, self-respect of the individual and the unity of the nation. Constitutional provisions. Article 15. Prohibition of discrimination. Prohibition means tadai, discrimination means difference on the grounds of religion, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 16. Equality of opportunity in public employment. Article 25, Subdivision 1 guarantees the freedom of conscience and the right to profess, practice and propagate religion individually. Article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs, that is, freedom to carry out the religious duties. Article 27, the state shall not compel any citizen to pay any taxes for the promotion of any particular religion. Article 28, on religious instructions or religious worship in certain educational institution. Article 29, Subdivision 2, a ban on discrimination in state-aided educational institution. Why do we need secular education? Secularism in education means making public education free from any religious dominance. Children as future citizens must get education which should aim at their development of character and moral behavior. Secular education is needed to remove narrow-mindedness, kurige ennam, and makes dynamic and enlightened view. To develop moral and humanistic outlook, manitha thanmayana velipadu. To train the youth to be a good citizen. To strengthen democratic values like liberty, that is freedom, equality, samanilai, and fraternity, brotherhood, sagodharatvam, and cooperative living. Next, to get wider vision towards life, to develop an attitude, that is behavior of appreciation and understanding of others' point of view, to develop the spirit of love, tolerance, cooperation, equality and sympathy, to synthesize materialism and spiritualism. Spiritualism is Anmigam. Even though we differ in religion, we are spiritually connected. Now let us conclude that the Indian state is secular and works in various ways to prevent religious domination. Secularism helps and aspires to enable every citizen to enjoy full blessings of life, liberty and happiness. The Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights that are based on secular principles. It is one of the glowing achievements on Indian democracy. Secularism allows us to live in civility, that is respect. It compels people to respect other religion. It grants equal rights to people in respect of their religious faith. It is desirable for a country like India. Now let me quote one example. Emperor Ashoka was the first great emperor to announce as early as 3rd century BCE that the state would not prosecute, that is to follow any particular religious sect. In his 12th Rock Edict, Ashoka made an appeal not only for the tolerance of all religious sects but also to develop a spirit of great respect towards them, that is we should respect other religion. Now let us see the examples of secularism with reference to architectural, that is building work. During 19th century, architectural Hindu temple in Khajuraho, that is in Madhya Pradesh, India incorporates a Hindu style of gopuram, a Jain cupola, a Buddhist stupa and Muslim style dome in place of usual shikara. Next, Akbar's tomb at Sikandar near Agra, India. Akbar's instruction for his mausoleum, that is Kallarai, was that it would incorporate elements from different religions including Islam and Hinduism. Hi viewers, it's time for a quiz. First question, what is secularism? Second, name the three principal features of a secular state. Third, which Mughal ruler followed the policy of religious tolerance? Fourth, when was the word secular incorporated in the preamble of the constitution? Fifth, which article banned the religious discrimination in state-aided educational institution? Sixth, where is Khajuraho temple located? Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. It will be useful for your competitive exam.